Hi, I'm Austin,
I'm Alex,
and you're listening to One Last Breath, an autopsy of awful albums.
where we discuss controversial, bizarre, divisive, and downright abysmal albums. If you were born in the 90s or early 2000s, then you most likely remember the huge dance craze that was 2007's Crank That by Soulja Boy. Featuring a looping steel pan beat, a southern hip hop kind of crunk influence, tons of repeated ad libs, including the iconic "You," and an accompanying dance. The song quickly made its way into every club, party, sporting event, and school dance around the United States. The Chicago-born, Atlanta-raised rapper, which is actually kind of the inverse of Kanye West.
Oh yeah,
He was born in Atlanta, then moved to
He's
Chicago.
Bizarro Kanye West.
Yeah. I mean, with the way Kanye is now, I think he's just bizarro in his own right. I think Soulja Boy might be the normal version. He burst onto the scene into the collective consciousness with the single after posting various early iterations to music sharing network SoundClick, which I've never heard of in my life.
It must be like Proto SoundCloud.
Yeah, I guess something like that. The first posting of the final version of the song was posted onto MySpace in February of 2007. The song gained a lot of traction on the website, eventually gaining the attention of producer Mr. Kala Park, who signed Soulja Boy to his imprint on Interscope Records, professionally recording a version of the song releasing in May of that year. The song was an instant success, peaking at number 1 on Billboard, eventually becoming the first ever song to sell 3 million digital copies. Which
is this the biggest album we've talked about so far? At least the single. Like this has been the biggest single.
Yeah, I would say the single, album wise, probably not.
This is the most profitable artist we've talked about from one album.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe not.
Metallica, probably.
Okay,
Green Day.
Great.
Yeah.
Linkin Park.
Or yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making up fucking numbers here.
I mean, probably single wise, because nothing off of Father of All or Lulu or even 1,000 Suns would be as... Yeah, so definitely the most profitable...
This is the most profitable single. This is just some kid, too. Yeah. This is the youngest artist we've talked about.
Yeah, I mean, I would say...
I believe.
I would say maybe... I don't know if it's the most profitable album-wise, because the album didn't do as well as the single did, obviously, but I don't know if 1,000 Suns did any better. I can't remember. But I mean, it's up there. It's not, definitely not anything obscure. It was really one of the first songs to blow up because of the internet, and subsequently made Soulja Boy one of the first celebrities of the internet age. Following the heels of the unprecedented success of Crank That, Soulja Boy's first full-length album quickly followed a few months later in October of 2007. It debuted at number 4 on Billboard, so I guess it might be.
It's the highest charting one.
Yeah, selling around 117,000 copies in its first week, eventually becoming certified platinum. So, I guess so. I can't remember if 1,000 Suns.
I don't think it was platinum. I think it was diamond.
Yeah, you might be right.
I know that Linkin Park they had albums that were like double and triple.
Yeah, obviously, and then Green Day and maybe not Metallica, maybe Black
Metallica
Album.
doesn't deserve it.
But either way, the album, however, fared very poorly with critics and audience alike. In a 3 out of 10 review by Steve Joanne of RapReviews.com, he concludes his review by saying, "Soulja Boy's self-produced track on Crank That is the ideal example of a one-hit wonder. Soulja Boy tries to stretch his simple, repetitive beat production style across an entire album, and it fails miserably. In short, his beats and melodies are as monotonous as his songs are vapid." I like this part. "The only hoe that got Supermaned on SouljaBoyTellThem.com is anybody who spent $14.99 on this album." I thought that was fucking hilarious. Get fucking Superman, hoe. I'm gonna start saying that instead of get wrecked. Get fucking Superman. Get fucking Superman.
God, that is
Yeah, that's a pretty good
great review.
Yeah.
That's probably the best thing anybody has ever said about this album.
Yeah. To try to explain just how bad the music is on this disc is about as much of a masochistic exercise as listening to it. The beats are a mishmash of shitty keyboard loops and samples from Crank That. The lyrics, if you can call them that, are rarely no more than the song titles repeated at different tempos followed by meandering gibberish. And Soulja's delivery is akin to what Mushmouth of Fat Albert fame
Yeah.
would have sounded like if he was learning to read, is what user Tyler on Sputnik Music summarizes in a 1 out of 5
Thank
review.
you, Tyler from Sputnik Music.
Yeah, he must have been a very early user on that website to get the nickname or get the username Tyler.
It's just your brother.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, that tracks.
Right age to hate on Soulja Boy.
Yeah, Tyler. Soulja Boy managed to put together some more hit songs in the following years, including Turn My Swag On and Kiss Me Through the Phone from his sophomore album, I, Soulja Boy Tell 'Em, in 2008, and Pretty Boy Swag from his third effort, The DeAndre Way, in 2010, which for some reason, until we listened to this album, I thought Kiss Me Through the Phone was on this album.
I knew Kiss Me Through the Phone was from album 2. There was one song on here that I forgot I didn't know that Yeah was on this album. I thought that was from Soulja Boy Tell 'Em.
I had never heard that before, which we'll get to it, but...
I've definitely made you listen to it. It was on all my party quote unquote.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't seem familiar to me, but either way. But yeah, I thought, for some reason, Kiss Me Through the Phone was on this one. Like, I feel like it was popular around, but I mean, Crank That was so lasting in its popularity,
but
it
also,
probably
like,
just...
I had more of a, I would listen to a lot more Soulja Boy growing up because my mom was really into the rap.
I mean, yeah, I was listening to just like Led Zeppelin and shit.
I remember like my sister when Kiss Me Through Her Phone was coming out, she kept going like, "I'm gonna call Soulja Boy. His phone number's right here." Like, that's not his phone number.
She wanted to be a true Soulja girl.
I'm gonna be his Soulja girl. It's like, you're like 7, and he's like 20 at this point.
Yeah,
like he's a real adult now.
Yeah. Although since releasing Pretty Boy Swag in 2010, Soulja has failed to stay relevant with at least his musical efforts, releasing just one more studio album since and numerous mixtapes.
The last studio album was in 2015, right?
Yeah.
That album, unironically, is a solid album.
I remember, didn't we listen to it like when it first came out?
I listened to it a lot. Like, I threw it on my playlist.
I remember hearing at least some stuff from it because I remember when it came out.
It's not like the best thing ever.
Yeah, because it was pretty. I mean, it was a 5-year gap since the DeAndre Way, which I mean, I think he might have released some mixtapes maybe between those times.
It was like, if you listen to any album from Soulja Boy,
listen to that one.
Listen to that one. Or this one, I guess. I can't tell you what to do.
Yeah, listen to whatever. He's managed to stay somewhat relevant in the public eye with his numerous feuds with the likes of Ice-T, Tyga, and even the armed forces. Did you see that? He had a song where he said something along the lines of like, just fuck the military or something, and
based.
Pretty based. But
based.
people in the military were like calling him out for it, and he was just like, it was kind of a metaphor. I didn't really mean it. But yeah, so he's had beef with
let's not forget his most important beef. His beef with Nintendo.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay, that's in the note. Cool.
I mean, I guess it's kind of a beef, but he's also garnered infamy being involved with a cryptocurrency scam. And for his line of video game consoles, the Soulja Game, Retro Soulja Boy Mini, and the Soulja Game Fuse, all being glorified, cheaply made emulator systems.
Can we just talk about the huge swing and a miss with the naming? He could have just called it the Soulja Boy.
Yeah, just the Soulja Boy. I mean, I guess Retro Soulja Boy Mini is close to that, but...
Retro Soulja Boy Mini...
kind of a mouthful.
Yeah, it sounds like an emulator, not an emulator machine. It sounds like something you would like download off the internet to play like, I don't know, Tiger handheld games.
Yeah, something or Engage games.
Yeah, something stupid. Whatever games you can get on a sidekick.
Yeah, if there are any, maybe Brick Breaker. But yeah, I remember when those were coming out and everybody was clowning them for that.
Oh,
it's like, imagine if your parents bought you a Soulja Game.
Listen, if they had not been like $500, I mean, it was a lot of money. I would have bought one.
Yeah.
I was gonna buy one, but they were too expensive.
But it's like you could buy the officially licensed emulator, like the
I could just buy
like the PS Minis and shit.
I can buy a laptop for cheaper than that and emulate whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, exactly.
Legally, I don't do that.
I mean, yeah, exactly. But So yeah, no matter what Soulja Boy does in the future, however, will top him from being at the top of the world at just 17 years old in 2007 with one of the most successful songs of all time under his belt.
He was 16 when he wrote this.
Oh,
He was 17 when you hear it.
Okay. Well, 16, 17, same thing.
I don't remember what song he says that. I think it's the last song on the album. He says something like that.
Well, so before we get into a track by track, you got any opening thoughts for the album?
This album is two things through its entirety. It is one of two things. It goes back and forth. It is either dance, that I don't fucking care about, or it's a flex that doesn't fucking matter anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are the two things he does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will say, like, I don't know, all the beats on the album are pretty good. I will say. I mean, they get pretty old after a while.
Yeah,
but starting out, I was like, these actually kind of are good.
I mean, it's the same
they're very
beat over and over.
Yeah, they're very of the time, obviously. And, but I don't know. It's just, I mean, crunk dance floor anthems, I guess.
Wikipedia called it a snap and roll.
Okay.
Genre, which
yeah,
if you like, every song is the right BPM to snap and roll.
Yeah, I guess is that a subgenre of crunk maybe, or just kind of adjacent. But either way, like songs like that definitely have a place and can be a bop. I mean, Crank That.
But 50 minutes of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I really don't know.
But it's like I don't really know what else he could have filled out the album with, since he obviously, at least at this time, wasn't a skilled lyricist. I mean, he made
obviously.
Yeah, he made one song and they signed him to a fucking record deal. So
which I mean, I remember. I never owned this album growing up, but I remember the radio played Crank That. It played Donk. It played It played Soulja Girl, and it played Booty Meat.
Did it?
Like, I remember all 5 of those songs on the radio.
I'm surprised I didn't say Bapes, because I think that was technically one of the singles from the album. I think so.
I had never heard Bape.
Maybe not.
I'm gonna be real with you. Until I looked up the lyrics to this, I had no idea what the fuck he was saying. When I got me some bathe in it, I was like, it was just like gibberish.
Oh, even when he says it on Crank That, you didn't know?
Yeah,
that he
I was
was
like,
saying
I don't
that?
fucking know what you're saying.
You didn't know that?
I don't fucking care. No.
Huh.
I didn't fucking care that much. It's Crank That.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like you kind of. I feel like you have to cut him some slack because he was only 17. It's like he literally just made a.
I mean, I remember the stuff that I wrote when I was 17, and like it wasn't much better.
Yeah, and I mean he made Crank That, which I feel like objectively is a good song. I feel like you have to say. I mean, it's catchy.
There's a couple of songs in here that I would say are objectively good songs.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just like you said, a full album's length of it just doesn't work. I mean,
and not just like a long album, like 48 minutes and 50 seconds or whatever. That's a long time for an album
of this.
Like if it was like Kendrick Lamar spoken word
yeah,
shit, yeah, those are gonna be longer albums. This is just crunk.
Yeah, like I feel like if this was released nowadays, he would just be relegated to being a singles rapper, like not really or at least releasing a bunch of singles before he makes an album.
It was the wrong time for something like this.
Yeah.
But it's like, the length of this album feels like if a grindcore band made a song that was 50 seconds long. You're like, this is too fucking much. I don't want any more of this.
Yeah. I guess it kind of just screwed him over in the long run, because
I think Soulja Boy...
I don't think he was ready to make a full-length album.
Yeah, like listening to his 2015... shit, if he didn't have the fame and didn't have all this money to like start feuds with the army and shit, I think Soulja Boy would like have a good album out right now.
I mean, he's still there. If you go on to Spotify, there's like fucking countless mixtapes on there released since like 2015 or whatever.
If he didn't have the fame he got when he was 17, he would be getting fame now for like better music.
Yeah, I might need to check some of his shit out.
2015 album is pretty good.
Yeah, I'll need to check it out.
It's not great. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I wonder if, I mean, who knows? There might be some good shit in his mixtapes he's releasing.
There might be a Soulja Girl on there.
There was one that I saw on there that, I forget what it was called, but it was just a really shitty Photoshop of, I think, just him and somebody else in front of a Walmart. And it was, I forget what it was called, but like all of them had just had ridiculous, I mean, I guess is kind of the crunk genre, you know.
Soulja Boy makes folk crunk.
Folk crunk. Because you see all those, you know, early 2000s, just really out there crunk albums, like with just the most crazy, just maximalist album covers you could ever think of.
Stupid.
But yeah, I love shit like that.
What a fucking genre. You ready for the track by track?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so the intro. Has a fun Pinky and the Brain reference.
Yeah, we're gonna crank the world.
Like, I liked that.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
And then it's just, like, literally samples from Crank That.
Yeah, going on until it segues into Crank That.
But it doesn't segue well. Because he, like, changed the samples so they didn't sound like they were from Crank That, but they obviously are just Crank That samples that have been modified.
I mean, isn't that this whole album? It's just Crank That samples being modified.
No, there's some other, like, the beats have some more, like, ideas, but this is just, like, instead of being like, dun, da, da, dun, dun, it's just like, dun, da, da, dun, da, da, da.
Yeah, it's
really just bad musically. It's a really fun. If it had just been the Pinky and the Brain reference, it'd be a great fucking intro track. But
and then we go into Crank That.
Immediately, he's like, "I know what you came for."
Yeah, just get it out the way.
It's like it reminds me of when I saw We the Kings live, and they play Open and Close with Check Yes Juliet.
What the fuck? I was about to say, I feel like that's a good closer song, but they open
and closed.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, I guess they know their
they knew exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, they knew what the people wanted. I mean, that one song, it's like that weird, almost like beach pop song.
Oh yeah, they did have the second song, yeah.
Yeah, and then they had that one with wait, no, that was Boys Meet Girls. Yeah, anyway, so they literally just have that.
This isn't a We the Kings podcast yet.
Yeah, yeah. Keyword.
Now, be ready for my 5-hour-long album that's just covers of Check Yes Juliet in different genres.
Different genres. A grindcore Check Yes Juliet.
I'm excited to get Soulja Boy to feature on my Crunk one.
No, I could see that going over well.
Yes, Soulja Boy. And you cranked that.
I'm a soldier girl.
We all fucking know Crank That.
Yeah.
If you were alive, you know Crank That.
Yeah, I was about to say.
If you were alive at all, ever.
At any point, I feel like anybody, I feel like at some point, if your brain is developed enough to remember music and you hear Crank That, you'll instantly recognize it.
Yeah, like as long as you were older than, like, 2 in between 2007 and 2010, you know Crank That.
Yeah, I mean, it was fucking played at my wedding, so...
Yeah, it was fucking sick.
Yeah, it was sick.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
We all love it.
Yeah, everybody loves it.
I used to know the dance. I was showing it off a little bit before we started recording. I remember a little bit of it. Yeah. I remember doing it in middle school and feeling like the coolest fucking kid.
Yeah.
That and the two-step.
Busting it down on the dance floor. But yeah, I would say this is... unsurprisingly, the high point of the album.
One of them. I have another high point, actually.
I mean, yeah, there's a few other songs that I genuinely think are good, but I don't think any of them top this song. Like, I don't think you really can.
I think I have one that I like more than the song.
Really?
Actually, yeah,
That's
we'll
surprising.
Get to it.
Okay.
It's one of the songs that I knew before coming into the album.
Okay.
I mean, I knew fucking half this album coming into it, which I didn't think I did.
You're a true Soulja Boy. Tell him.
I just fucking came and was like, I know this song. I know this song. Oh, hit me on my sidekick. Which is the next song. Sidekick.
Is it Sidekick? Is this one better?
It's not Sidekick. This had to be the wildest fucking flex in 2007.
Yeah, this is the most dated song on the album, and that's saying a lot. It's just,
yeah, it is.
And, I mean, at least he points out, like, I really made I don't know what the exact line is, but he's essentially...
I really made a song about my side. No, you won't believe I wrote this song on my sidekick.
Yeah, so, like, the whole song is just like, yeah, I just wrote a song about my fucking flip phone.
On
Fuck
my
it.
phone.
Yeah.
Using the phone.
Fuck it.
And I was telling you before, so he mentions that he paid $500 for it.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2007, that's a huge fucking flex for, like, phones were like $20 for
yeah.
a fucking Nokia. Like, you can walk into a phone store and be like, can I get a Nokia? I was like, yep, 3-year contract. Here's $20. There's your Nokia. But in 2023, adjusted to inflation, it'd be about $706, which is like, I don't know, I mean, I guess more than a PS5 market, but like less than every phone you want to own.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still rocking a 11 that I've had for 3 years. I don't really...
I have no idea how much my phone costs. I just pay it, like, do monthly payments on it on my contract. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, exactly.
But I assume it's, like, at the end, more than $706.
Yeah, or at least barely under if it is
I know when they release new iPhones, it's like, without a contract, $299.99. Or, like, $2,999... $3,000.
Really?
around like between 2000 3000, like depending on what you get on it.
Shit.
Memory you get.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're fucking expensive.
God damn.
It's a lot cheaper with a contract.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
With those people that just like line up outside the Apple store.
Either way, out of date flex.
So out of date. It's an okay song.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
I think it's a little funny, a little self-referential. Snap and roll is what reminded me about everyone fucking doing the snap and roll. Like that was everywhere. Do you remember like everyone was like,
Yeah. I mean, you can do that to every song on this album.
It's it's like the late 2000s version of the dab or the Fortnite default dance.
Yeah, or the whip and nay-nay.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
The snap and roll walk so the whip and nay-nay could run.
But yeah, it's probably, I guess, the song that tries the most to recreate Crank That, I feel. Maybe Shootout.
I think actually, Let Me Get 'Em is the one that's.
Or yeah,
really
Let Me Get 'Em.
But yeah, Snap and Roll. If it's another dance song, but it's a dance that already existed. He doesn't have a new dance for y'all.
Yeah, it's. But I will say I really like the beat in the song.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a lot's going on in it, but it's
snapping and rolling.
Yeah, it's a good one. It kind of reminds me of Chain Hang Low, if that's that. Yeah. I don't know if that's the name of the song.
I think it's just Chain. I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah, it does kind of.
But yeah, where it's like the dun-na-na, dun-na-na. It kind of has like the way it sounds. Kind of it reminds me of like popcorn. I don't know if that's like the way the beat pops. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, no,
like
I know what
kind of childish in a way, but in a good way.
Yeah.
And then the part like how it has the kind of distorted guitar sample over the beat reminded me of Party Like a Rock Star. So it's all kind of in the vein of like early mid 2000s party anthems.
You can like hear the music he was influenced by for this album, and it's all stuff from like 4 years before the album.
Yeah.
Like the man was like 15 before he knew what music was, and it's just like, I want to be Chingy.
Yeah, I want to be what are they called? The Party Like a Rock Star people?
I don't fucking know.
I don't either. I can't remember.
It's not 3 6 Mafia.
No.
My brain's like 3 6 Mafia.
No, definitely not 3 6.
I don't fucking know. It's like, man, I want to be the Wu-Tang Clan. No, not the Wu-Tang. The Yin Yang Twins.
I was like, Wu-Tang Clan is not.
Wu-Tang Clan is not something to fuck with.
Yeah, Yin Yang Twins. Yeah, very, very along these lines. But towards the end of the song, when he was saying "Snap or Die Ho," I thought he was saying "Slap a Diet Coke," and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I thought he was just like "Slap a Diet Coke, slap a Diet Coke."
That sounds like something he would say.
Yeah.
That's not out of the realm of Soulja Boy.
Yeah, Snap or Die Ho.
Okay.
You.
Bapes is just another fucking flex song.
Yeah,
but it's not even a good one.
No,
the song's really boring.
Yeah, I don't like this one. The beat, it has that weird, spooky sounding synth behind it. It sounds like an alien abduction or like some Scooby-Doo shit. I feel like I've heard a good amount of early 2000s crunk songs that have that.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're gonna get scary, but like it's usually like an aggressive like, come at me, I'll break your neck,
Yeah.
Shit. But this is just like, I got these really cool shoes.
Yeah.
They're colorful.
I guess it's Arab that says it, where he's like pink, yellow, purple, white, like my Kobe Bryant jersey or something like that. Yeah. And then he says Arab got more colors than Skittles. Yeah. But it's essentially just taking the line, I got me some bathing apes from Crank That, and just making a whole song about it, so...
Which, I mean, good for you for having bathing apes, but, like, I don't know what the fuck that is, really.
I mean...
I've never looked them up to see what they look like.
I know they're Japanese.
Yeah, they're Japanese shoes.
I mean, I think it's a whole clothing brand.
I've seen the logo.
Yeah, the little gorilla logo, yeah.
I remember seeing people, like, wearing those shirts, like, 10 years after it was popular, because obviously their older brother grew out of it, and their parents were like, well, I paid the $300 fucking for that t-shirt.
Yeah.
You're gonna wear it.
I think, like, Kanye did he rock Bapes?
Maybe.
I feel like I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of a different rapper.
We are the wrong age to fucking care about bathing apes.
Yeah, I feel like by the time we were, like, kids having fashion for us was, like, Ed Hardy and shit like that.
Yeah, I will say...
But, I mean, no high fashion.
Bathing apes, just the name, might be the reason why there were so many novelty t-shirts with monkeys on them.
Oh, yeah, like that one... What was that one that, like, every girl wore in elementary school that had the really cartoonish monkey.
Yeah, and there were those, and there was the ones like the boys would be like the comic of like the monkey like at a desk. And,
Oh yeah, it would always be like pointing at the sky and shit, and be like, to-do list, gaming, drinking Mountain Dew, and then it would have like an X over homework or whatever.
Yeah, it was like
shirts I wore in elementary school.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if that was from Bathing Apes or it was from like the evil monkey from Family Guy. Or both.
I don't know.
I think like Walmart was like, the kids really like this Bathing Apes company. They must really fucking like. They didn't look at it.
Yeah,
they didn't figure out what it was. They're like, apes. I got it. Monkey's an ape, right?
Yeah. Now that you say that, there was an odd amount of monkey mascots for clothing in the early mid 2000s for whatever reason.
It might have been from Bathing Apes, even though their logo looked more like a Sasquatch.
Yeah, but either way, I mean, we're too young and not rich enough, too poor to know anybody that owned Bathing Apes. So, so yeah, it's not really an impressive flex for me, dog. I'm gonna have to say.
Sorry, Soulja.
Sorry, Soulja.
Maybe my mom cares.
Maybe, yeah, but
she was around the right age.
But we don't.
Let me get on.
Let me get on.
It is simply the Bernie Sanders meme. I once again have a new dance for y'all. Because he opens it with that same fucking line.
Yeah.
After the whole warning of
yeah, it's like this is
a dance. It's not meant to provoke violence or something dumb.
Here, I got it right here. This is a public service announcement. Shootout is a dance and is not intended to incite any violent behavior. You. He literally just says it. So, no. He doesn't say it like that. He's like, you. So like I don't know if is it you that they say. I always thought it was, but it sounded like he had an L at the end.
I have no idea.
It sounded like he was like Yule.
It's a Christmas album.
So I don't know what Yule means.
I don't know. I think he may have just been trying to say you.
He's just like
just fucking mumbled.
Yeah, he's just like Yule.
So I think I've done the math. I think I know how many new dances one person can have for you. It is somewhere between 1 and 2, only because the cha-cha slide guy got away with 2 of them.
With 2 of them?
The cha-cha slide. No, not the cha-cha slide. The other line dance.
Cupid's Shuffle?
No, there's the ones like one step, hop.
Oh, the
right foot, let's stomp.
I always forget the name of that
Isn't
song.
that the cha-cha slide?
No.
Oh, okay.
I always
there are 2 of those.
It has like if I remember, it has like a name that doesn't really have anything to do with the song or something.
So you can have 2 dances.
I forgot there is 2 of those.
Soulja Boy already gave us 2 dances in this. He gave us the Soulja Boy and the snap and roll, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So like he was trying, he flew a little too close to the sun. This is his Icarus moment. No more dances, Soulja. No more dances.
Yeah, and I don't know, this.
It's not a good song.
It's kind of too much going on to really dance to, I feel like.
Because
it's literally just a constant sound of gunfire behind like a really like fast-paced beat, and I just couldn't imagine anybody dancing to it. I don't know.
Is this the one where he's like, now do the old man? Is that a different song? I don't know. There's one song
can't
where he
fucking
asks you to
remember.
fucking do the old man. I can't remember what it was.
I'm an idiot. It is the cha-cha slide.
Okay, cool.
I don't know why I was thinking it was called something different. Because does he say the cha-cha slide anywhere?
He says cha-cha real smooth.
I mean, yeah, he does say that, but he doesn't.
Charlie Brown.
Alright, Donk.
This is just a shameless ripoff of Right There by Chingy.
Oh, really? I didn't catch that.
Like, it just sounds like, there's parts where he's like,
let me see you do it right there.
Let me see that donk right there. He literally does
right there,
he does
right say that,
at some point. It's not nearly as fucking good.
Yeah, I don't like this one at all. It's just...
He's no Chingy.
It's just saying she got a donk.
She got a donk.
She got a donk. She got a donk. She got a donk. Just 20 million times.
Yeah, like, it's not interesting. It's not fun.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I'm good to move on. I didn't really get any notes from that.
Yeah.
Because it was just boring.
I was just like, this is just Right There by Chingy. Not as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this song is fucking hilarious. I love this one.
This is my favorite song on the album.
It's my second favorite. It's pretty, I guess it's pretty up there.
I listen to this song more than, I listen to this song in my daily, like, not my daily.
Yeah, but
like, in my real life,
if you're in the mood to pull up like a Crunk
I go
2000s
straight
banger.
to yeah. I don't go to Soulja Boy. Like,
Okay.
if I'm gonna listen to Crank That, I'm gonna listen to the I Set My Friends on Fire version.
Yeah, because I mean, someone else is. If you're in that situation, someone else is gonna play Crank That.
Yeah, exactly.
So you
Like,
might as well
yeah.
throw in a song that no one else is gonna
It's
play.
so fucking funny. It's like he's embracing the fact that he's better as a comedian than a musician.
Yeah, this shit's hilarious. Like I love the.
Yeah,
Yeah, that and then there's the fucking the when they do the voices for the fans of like, hey Soulja, can I get your autograph?
I still like them shoes though.
Yeah, yeah, trick.
Yeah, like it's really funny. Him and Arab, it's like a like I don't know. They're just a really good comedy duo.
Yeah, and he's just like man, my brother really digs you, man.
I saw this boy and I thought, man, he's going places. I'm the president of your fan club, man.
But yeah, it's hilarious. And I didn't even realize, I had to look it up after this. From anything I could find on the internet, this was the first instance of anyone saying "ya trick ya."
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like "Y'all Trick Y'all" was fucking everywhere after this.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I'm not saying Soulja came up with it. I mean, it could have easily been something just from. I think he's from. Well, he was in Chicago, but then he moved. He like lived with his dad in Mississippi.
Yeah, that's where the movie took place.
Yeah. So, and then I don't know if he also maybe. Because he was based in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So he probably like picked it up with his friends.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not saying he came up with it, but from all accounts, he was the first person to use it in any popular media.
Yeah, and like Trick was already like like slang.
Mm-hmm.
So like he could have just been like, yeah, Trick, yeah. He's like, oh, this is hype.
But like whenever anyone says it, they say it like the song. It's like Trick, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know how like you said, especially if you've played it for me before. I don't know how I didn't remember this or anything or realize that Soulja Boy.
Just rent free in my head, right?
He's like,
it's like you know how, like when you wake up in a cold sweat and Nick at Night's on, it's just like lowrider.
Do.
You just wake up. Just wake up like.
Yeah, this one it's great. I like this one a lot.
It's so good. It makes the album worth like sludging through everything else.
And it comes at like that good midpoint about an album.
And after the song, the album starts getting a little better, too.
Yeah, I would.
The quality's still not great. But the quality's gone up.
I would say the second half of the album has more funny, like notable, ridiculous moments and songs for me. I feel like. Other than Crank That and kind of Snap and Roll, all the other ones for the first one were just
like
kind of
the same shit.
Yeah.
After Ya is passed it to Arab.
At this point, I was wondering who the fuck even is Arab.
I don't know.
Like, was he somebody that worked for Mr. Kala Parks?
I think he was Soulja's friend.
Maybe.
Probably, but this doesn't need to be on the album.
Yeah,
it's not a Soulja Boy song. It is an Arab song.
Pass it to Arab. Yeah, he passes it to him.
Arab's the one who raps.
Yeah, and really...
And he's better than Soulja.
But he still really does nothing with... Like, it's not...
It's not great.
Yeah.
But, like, it should have been Crank That Arab, but that may have been a little bit too provocative. That close to 2001. We're a little close to 2001 for that to have really worked.
Crank That Arab.
So I think that's why Soulja got the fame. You Crank That Arab, like
bruh. I didn't even think of that.
I'm just saying Arab is the better musician here.
That's hilarious.
Should have been his fame. I wonder what he's doing.
That's a good question. Like, I don't even know who like.
I hope he's still cranking the world.
I don't like. Was this the only music he's ever done himself?
I have no fucking clue. So after Pass It to Arab is Soulja Girl.
This might be the most ridiculous song on the album.
It's so wild.
Either this or Report Card for me are just the two most like what the fuck.
I would argue that like Soulja's kind of almost spitting bars here.
You think so?
Almost.
I mean,
he's getting closer.
Yeah, because I feel like most of the other quote unquote verses on the other songs are just him saying like crank that, snap and roll, you.
Yeah, like he's just like. It's just like an extended chorus. But here he's like actually has like real lines. The chorus isn't just the same words repeated forever. Like there's a real fucking chorus.
Yeah, it's nice to have a change of pace after being bombarded with
Yeah.
like very intense crunk songs over and over.
Like an R&B song, and like, oh,
Yeah,
thank God.
I mean, granted, it's not a good R&B song,
No.
but
It feels like a rough draft for "Kiss Me Through the Phone."
I can see that. Yeah,
Like it feels like he took what he learned from making this pile of garbage and was like, "I'm gonna make an okay song."
yeah, because "Kiss Me Through the Phone," I mean,
Pretty good.
that's a banger. I like it, but it's really weird. Like it essentially is just saying you have to be exactly like Soulja Boy to be a Soulja Girl. It's like you gotta walk like that. You gotta crank like that, and then it's just so funny the multiple ad libs that they take from Crank That and just put it in the song where it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Like it'll just be the little synth riff is just like do 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 do, and they'll be like you.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Soulja Boy does not know how to shut the fuck up for 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's just like what the fuck. It just is a very, very weird clash of vibes with the song. It's just,
but like overall, like it's not a bad song.
Yeah, I mean it's not the worst on the album. I mean it's very catchy. It's been stuck in my head like for like days.
Yeah.
You gotta walk like that to be a soldier girl.
Booty Meat.
For me, it's just another non-noteworthy song.
It's another shitty club anthem. I do have one thing noteworthy. The chorus is a perfect mix between "Shake That Laffy Taffy" and the Reese's Puff jingle.
The Reese's Puff jingle? Hell yeah. I didn't catch that.
But like it is basically just Laffy Taffy. It's like, girl, shake that booty, meat.
Yeah.
That booty, meat. Girl, shake that booty, meat. Like it's just the same fucking thing.
Mm-hmm. I think
Soulja Boy, why are you stealing so like obviously?
Yeah, I think it's very evident that he just took a bunch of ideas from very popular crunk songs at the time and just kind of changed them a little bit for a lot of these songs. Which, I mean, if you're done, that brings us to Report Card, which literally just takes a sample of, I think the song's called Throw Some D's on it. You know the song?
Yeah.
But wherein the original song is about souping up a Cadillac, Soulja uses it as telling his teacher to throw some D's on his all F's report card.
I think the funniest thing is like it becomes obvious and evident throughout the song that he's talking to his English teacher, which as someone who wants to do rap, you'd think that would be the one class you would care about.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to make this career out of words.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think you'd want to be like, man, I do need to know what an adverb is.
Mm-hmm.
That might come in handy.
He does know ad-libs. That's for sure.
Ad-libs. He does not know adverbs.
But
the beat goes a little stupid.
Yeah.
The beat goes a little stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's kind of endearing, I guess, would be a word for, or yeah, the word for it. Just like with him being in high school, he's like, oh yeah, I just, you just throw some D's, but to make my report card, it's just funny.
Yeah, it's really funny.
It's like this was just a 17-year-old kid. He's just like, oh yeah.
I don't know shit about cars, but you can throw some D's on my report card.
Yeah, just do that, teacher, real quick, please.
Mans is just begging for the D.
He just needs a passing grade.
She thirsty? It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not, but also apparently in the similar vein of Ya Trick Ya, apparently from what I found, this was the first use of She Thirsty in that sense.
Huh.
Which I find harder to believe than Ya Trick Ya, but
yeah,
looking at like Urban Dictionary and everything, like anything will say She's Thirsty, Soulja Boy, and be like as said by Soulja Boy and shit like this.
Huh.
So I don't know.
Is an icon, I guess.
I guess. Like, I feel like people should talk about that more.
Yeah,
But I don't know. It's like, I feel like I've heard that in movies and shit older than this song.
Who knows?
I don't know for sure.
It may have been what really popularized it, though.
Big if true.
Big if true. But yeah, the chorus is kind of catchy.
Yeah.
It's another one where it's not just the same words over and over.
Mm-hmm.
The beat's not terrible. The lyrics are passable.
And the way he raps is different than the rest of the album. He does like a very deep, slower approach.
You can understand him.
Mm-hmm. It reminds me of I think it might be Rack City, which I mean I guess Rack City would remind me of this since it came out later. I think it's Rack City where Tyga has like the same really they're really just like deep, slow, very clear or clear way to rap. that he doesn't do on any of the rest of the album or anything.
But it's also just a fucking goofy song.
Yeah, it is very goofy. She thirsty. She thirsty.
Don't get mad. Apparently Soulja Boy's a children's icon.
I guess so.
I don't remember watching Soulja Boy videos. I remember listening to Soulja Boy. I wasn't fucking watching him do, like, skits or whatever the fuck.
I mean, I guess he probably had a lot of stuff on his MySpace. I mean, I know that there's a video of him doing the Soulja Boy, like, you know, the whole dance to teach people how to do it.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what he's talking about. But yeah, it's very weird. It's like similar to White America by Eminem, but totally different.
Yeah.
Whereas Eminem is like saying he's a bad influence on kids because of his controversial lyrics and.
But they like me because I'm white.
Yeah, and his drug use and stuff.
Soulja Boy being like, don't get mad because your kids like me.
Yeah, because he says, because they want their name on their shades, they want bathing apes, or they want to watch Soulja Boy videos all day on their computer. So yeah, it's like completely innocent things, and Soulja's like, don't be mad because they want to be me.
This song's really good. I actually really like this song.
It's not the worst, I mean.
I think if the rest of the song had the flow that was on this album, it would be a better album.
Okay.
It also has a line that makes me almost think, I didn't get it verbatim, but like he basically says like, albums aren't selling, people just go click download.
Yeah, I remember that part.
So like, maybe he just half-assed the album on purpose because he realized nobody gets to go fucking buy it.
I mean, maybe.
And then people fucking bought it for some reason. But so like, it's almost like he knew that, hey, we only need singles. Fuck everything else.
Yeah. But I mean, well, that's the last song. So
yeah. Favorite lyrics.
I got one from Sidekick. Okay. He says, "TEK knowledge." It's like, all right.
Okay. My first one is the one that I was telling you. It's not really a lyric. It's not really an ad lib. It is an experience, and it is the
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is great.
Also, the other time that he just like yells for like 3 seconds, I couldn't understand it enough to recreate it.
Is that also in Y'all?
And yeah, like at the end of it, he's like. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it reminds me of the fucking animal from the Muppets.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Schnitzel from Chowder.
Yeah, or yeah, rada 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 rada. Yeah, I could totally see that. Oh man. Oh, you got another one?
Yeah, rockin' more colors than a bag of Skittles.
Okay, yeah.
Babes.
Yeah, that was a good one. And then the whole Kobe Bryant jersey. I'm trying to fucking. I forgot. I'm a fool.
You forgot to write them down.
Yeah, I forgot to write them down, but I know that there was some very pertinent ones to our discussion. Yeah, go ahead and hit me with another one if you got one.
My last one is "You're a man's best friend. I'm just letting you know," from Booty Meat.
He says what now?
You're a man's best friend. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, just letting you know.
Just talking to some girl's ass.
Oh yeah, actually, let me find it then, cause oh yeah, also from Booty Meat, he says BOOTYMMEAT. You know it, that spell Booty Meat.
I didn't catch that.
You didn't catch that?
No. It's so hard to understand what the fuck Soulja's saying.
And then another part he says, "Booty meat up in my face even when I be talking."
Me too, Soulja. Yeah, I mean, like, I always have a face full of booty meat.
I mean, yeah.
I wish I had had more time to listen to this album while reading the Genius lyrics, but I just didn't have the time for that this week.
I really caught a lot of the stuff after a few times. I mean, yeah, some of it's hard to understand, especially.
Yeah, I didn't get as many listens as I would have liked to.
Yeah, especially with the fucking beats going on in the back, going crazy. But
yeah, those beats are too fucking dense.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I guess that's really all I had for out there lyrics.
Okay, what were your favorite songs?
I'd say "Crank That," "Snap and Roll," and "Yeah."
I'd say "Yeah," "Crank That," "Snap and Roll." Yeah.
So oh, okay. We have the same exact ones. What about
They're good.
Yeah, I'd say those are.
Least favorites?
I got Bapes, Donk, and Pass It to A-Rap.
Donks, Pass It to A. No, I like Pass It to A-Rap. So Donks, Let Me Get 'Em, and Booty Meat.
Okay. Yeah, I mean...
They were just, like, boring, like, half-assed attempts.
Yeah, Booty Meat could also be on there. I definitely didn't like Bapes or Donk, and then Pass It to A-Rap was just I don't know.
You know,
it was kind of so-so.
You got any Rate Your Music reviews?
I was slacking on this, I guess. I didn't write it down, but I mean, I can look it up real quick. But yeah, I mean, I know it didn't fare very well. Cause, alright, let's see. Motherfucking Soulja Boy, tell him. Soulja, oh my god. My fucking autocorrect. Yeah, so from 1,984 ratings, has a 1.77 out of 5.
That is a little high.
You think so?
That's a little high.
Yeah, and I don't know. This doesn't have critic aggregate scores from critics. I think that's on fucking Metacritic, but
Yeah.
I don't have to look it up. I know it's not high.
It's not good.
It's probably very similar to this score.
I think I'd give this. We're gonna go out of 10, so we're gonna move that up to a 3.5 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
What that is. 1.5 out of 10.
Really? I was very much expecting you to go higher, honestly.
No, I don't. I did not like this album.
I mean, before we were talking about it amongst ourselves, before we recorded, I honestly was expecting you to just go into this and be like, I fucking love it, unironically.
No, I wanted to.
Yeah.
I went into this with the idea of like, I'm gonna fucking love this. This is gonna be sick. And the first time I listened to it, I was like dancing along, like hell yeah. And then I was like, I've heard the same beat 30 fucking times.
Yeah, it starts to lose its charm very fast.
I am sick and tired.
Mm-hmm. I'd say I'm just gonna go with that consensus. 3.5. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'd say anything between what you said, 1.5 and 3.5 is about the range.
Like okay, I still think 3.5 is a little high.
I guess, yeah. I mean, there's only those 3 songs that both of us stated that I actually unironically enjoy, and then Report Card and the fucking
Don't Get Mad are both ones that are like, oh, this is funny.
Or the other Soulja Girl.
Yeah, Soulja Girl.
All three of those are funny, but then the rest of the album is just very annoying and repetitive. So
yeah, it's just I really wanted this to be an album that I liked. I really wanted to tell people that this deserves their last breath.
Yeah.
But I wrote a scathing closing review.
Oh, a scathing review. Here, wait, before you get into your scathing review, I just want to point out something I just saw on Rate Your Music. You want to hear the genres that it considers this album?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, we got snap, southern hip hop, pop rap, crunk, and futuristic swag. I mean...
hey, if you guys send me $20, and if 10 of you do that, I will write a book about the futuristic swag.
The history of futuristic swag.
The history and future of futuristic swag.
It says that there's 90 albums under this genre.
I'll listen to all of them. I will start a new podcast called the Futuristic Swag Cast, and it'll just be me ranting about futuristic swag albums. I just need 10 of you to send me $20 a piece.
Yeah, let's just become a futuristic swag podcast. That'll be all we cover.
Really, is there any other music?
No, futuristic swag till I die.
Alien rap, futuristic swag.
I mean, honestly,
yeah,
futuristic swag, alien swag, glump swag, glumpcore. Oh man, glump crunk. All right, let's get into your scathing review.
I'm just gonna read this verbatim. There's literally zero reason to listen to this album. Has the feel of a novelty album with the attitude of a teenager who thinks he's the new Andre 3000 with none of the actual talents. The hits get me there, but I would argue that that's nostalgia over actual musical value.
Okay, yeah, I'd say that's a very fair review. Yeah, so I wouldn't say this deserves the last breath.
Don't listen to it.
Yeah.
At all, like listen to
Yeah, literally listen to Snap and Roll. Yeah,
listen to Snap and Roll.
Obviously,
you don't even have to fucking listen to Snap and Roll.
Yeah, and
you can ignore that one.
And you've obviously heard Crank That.
You might have heard Yeah.
You might have heard Yeah.
You've heard all you need from this album.
Exactly.
You've probably heard all you need from the other 2 albums. 2015 album though, listen to that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'd say maybe check out Report Card and why does it keep escaping me? Soulja Girl.
Check out the last track on the album. Don't Be Mad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really there's something about it.
Yeah,
it's really charming.
But everything else. It's not worth your time. You can do much better for crunk music.
You would be better off listening to the sounds of bricks and washing machines.
Go kind of hard though.
They go a lot harder than this album.
futuristic laundromat brick core.
But that's all we got for you this week. We will be back next week with hopefully something better.
Something that's honestly kind of along these lines, but not.
I remember what we're covering next week. Yeah, it's going to be a lot better.
Yeah, a lot better.
Alrighty, see ya.
See ya.